guys, welcome to another video. I'm Lori. So I wanted to do this year in review of all my YouTube videos, and just so you guys know, once you see a video, like a recipe video, there may or may not have been a couple of outtakes to get to that point. So there's going to be some fails along the way, and I have had my share of fails this year. So I thought you guys can watch the video and get a good laugh. And some of them actually did turn out to be like legit videos. I might have had to like tweak a recipe, you know, fix something, change something, and then I did it. And then there's a video online. But some of them I was like, you know what, it's just not gonna work, and I'm just gonna have to accept that and walk away. So some of them you might have, you know, I already think of 2 of them that you haven't seen a video for. So anyways, I hope you have a good laugh seeing my fails, and it just goes to show that by the time you see the video, there might have been a few times to get to it, you know, takes to get to that better recipe. So I don't post things that are like, you know, not that fabulous. So anyways, enjoy the fails, and I can laugh about them now, but at the time they're very frustrating because it is time to, like, you know, set up the camera, videotape it, get all the ingredients together, and then if the recipe goes in the garbage, you're like, oh, come on, I just want it to work out good. So anyways, enjoy the epic fails. All right, so the first one I was trying to make is the spider hot dogs. So we were camping, and I have made them before many times before I went vegan with non-vegan hot dogs. So it's not a new thing for me, but I had never attempted with vegan hot dogs. So you basically just slice the tips kind of to create the spider legs. You know, spiders have 8 legs, so you kind of give them 4 legs on each side, and you just don't cut it all the way through. So I have this little retractable, okay, there we go. We have the little retractable skewer thingies. So I just put it on one side and then tried it on the fire, and I was trying to be patient. Definitely got a little crispy, which is good. You could see a little bit of the curls are coming, like I guess the separation, they're kind of sticking out. That one fell in the fire. So we're back to round 2. So now I'm attempting again. All right, so I have a different skewer this time. I have like a 2-prong system type thing. So we're gonna attempt again. Back to the fire we go. And it looks like it's cooking and cooking. And there we go. So you can see it's kind of starting to want to curl. But this looks like it's the best that we got. So my theory is either there isn't enough oil, like a typical animal, that's what it's supposed to look like, you see? Or it's just not long enough. That could be it. All right, so we're on to the next fail. So this is gonna be, there's gonna be a couple of rice paper deals in here. I was trying to make a s'moreo, which is basically like a s'more, but using an Oreo. So obviously you get an Oreo and you put a little bit of chocolate in, and then you put a marshmallow. These are vegan marshmallows, obviously. Put a vegan marshmallow in each one, and then I wrapped it in rice paper. So actually I wrapped it in half of a rice paper. And then I also thought, you know, I assumed they're all going to turn out, so I made one with banana. Figured I'll just diversify a bit here and try all the different flavors. Then I made one with peanut butter, because peanut butter goes so good with chocolate and bananas actually. So this time I decided to cut the marshmallow because the other ones were a little bit too tall with a full marshmallow. So I figured I'll be, you know, a little bit smaller and put a half of one. So into the air fryer they go, and I don't remember how long because it doesn't matter. They exploded. As you can see, I forgot that marshmallows explode when they're hot. So there was like a hot mess, literally. So I wanted to cut one open because I was just, I was really trying to salvage them at that point. So they're definitely made it crispy because I did brush it with oil before I put it in. But you can see there's no marshmallow, just the cookie and exploded. So we're on to the next fail. So this was going to be a spinach pie, feta spinach pie, vegan, obviously. So we got some feta in there, and we're just going to use our hands to mush it up. And then again, wet a rice paper, put some spinach down, and throw some feta cheese on it, however much you like. And again, I tried to roll it up. And there we go, a spinach pie roll, right? There, they look all pretty, brushed in a little oil, threw them in the air fryer. My Tide trusted, and you can see they didn't turn out. So they deflated because spinach has so much water. So if you want to watch the real one, I actually have a real good video on my website. Okay, so this is another one. Okay, so this is chickpea flour, and I tried to put some apples in some sweetened chickpea flour. I put cinnamon and pumpkin spice, I think maple sugar, threw them in the air fryer. Thought they would come out great. And oh, so here I'm making, oh yeah, so this is the maple. I just added a couple of things to kind of roll them in to kind of give it like a sugar, you know, cinnamon sugar type thing. So they came out, and look, they still look very floury. So I figured, okay, let me squirt them with a little oil. Maybe that can salvage it. And then I put them in the maple sugar, toss them around, and it still was a fail. So here I'm attempting something else. So now I'm making like butter with the apples. I refused to give up this apple idea. So this was the same day. I'm like, I'm gonna make something work. So I mixed it all up with some butter and sugar, threw it in the air fryer, forget the chickpea flour. They came out like this. They're not crispy. I ate them anyway, but it was a fail because I was trying to get them to be crispy without putting like a coating type thing. So another fail. Okay, so here is another one. I'm trying to make something with pumpkin and chickpeas, pumpkin pie rolls. So I put chickpeas, I put a bunch of other stuff, and I put some pumpkin in there. Pumpkin's looking a little yellow, but it is pumpkin. It's not spaghetti squash or anything. Threw it in a blender. And again, I got my trusted rice paper there, put a blob of this pumpkin pie mixture. Doesn't look that tantalizing, but I was like, let's just go for it. Rolled it up again, looking cute, thinking like a pumpkin pie, right? Brushed it with a little oil, popped it in the air fryer. Oh, and while it's cooking, I actually even made a date sauce. So this is just a bunch of dates in some hot water in a pot. Really great date. That actually did turn out, but there's the pumpkin pie roll. So they look great, right? Yeah, wrong. Because you'll see in the next video, in the next part here. Okay, so here's me just drizzling some of the date sauce on top of it. And then that's some of the whipped cream I made with aquafaba, which is the chickpea juice. Okay, so you can see it's, I guess the inside's very wet, and so the inside didn't really get crispy. The outside got crispy, but the inside of the rice paper was very chewy. So that's why it looks like a great dessert, but I could not post that because it didn't taste that great. I ate them, but anyways, we're on to the last one. So basically I took a bunch of potatoes, used a mandolin to slice them very thin. And then I just made a cheese sauce, a vegan cheese sauce in a bowl using some nutritional yeast, and I think I put oat flour and onion powder and plant milk and stuff. Anyways, the cheese sauce looks great. Poured it over the potatoes. Just mix it up, make sure they get all juicy, and then you just basically stack them in. So it's kind of like a scallop potato, but like an individual serving type size. So I thought it'd be kind of cute. Stack them up there. And there we go. I popped it in the oven and they came out dry. Like they're cooked, but they were dry. That's not the plan I was going for. So I added some more cheese sauce to it, hoping I could still salvage it. You know, I gotta always give it a second chance, right? Threw it back in the oven, and it did get a little better, but it definitely needed more work. I still ate these ones, but I might attempt again in the new year and just add like way more cheese sauce. So anyways, they, like I said, they were salvageable, but I wouldn't use that recipe. I would, I just created one, but I would have to add some more cheese sauce. And that was it. Okay, so I hope you guys did enjoy those videos. Well, enjoy / laugh at me. That's okay. I'm fine with that. But I did have a great year. I did meet awesome people, and I feel like my channel grew, and I grew as a person, a content creator online. I got a little bit better at editing, and yeah, I really have to say that I have had a great year. So thank you, a huge thank you to you guys for all your support. Really appreciate it. Sometimes videos go up and, you know, all of a sudden they get so many views and you're like, what? It's just like the simplest recipe ever. Then there's other videos I put up and nobody watches them. So I guess you kind of get a good mix of everything, right? But really thank you guys for being here. All the new supporters and all the people who have been there from the beginning for my videos when the editing wasn't that great. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And I hope that I wish everyone a great happy new year. I hope that you have a fabulous 2021, much better than 2020, despite, you know, the COVID and all that. But I do feel like people have changed. Some people have changed and grown because of the COVID. Well, the COVID. Not a COVID cough. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, live your life with kindness for all living beings. Take care. Bye, and Happy New Year!